Hello everybody, welcome to JAIIB CAIIB English Medium channel. As you know that we are running a series called Most Important Questions for all the four subjects for your JAIIB examination. The exam will start from 2nd of November, and keeping in mind that particular thing only, we have planned all those subjects which are being asked in the JAIIB exam in a structured manner. So we have done module A of Indian economy and Indian financial system in three parts. If you have not seen that particular video, it is highly recommended that go and see all those three parts after this session is over. Today we'll be beginning with module B, and we will see into the first part. This particular module also will be covering in three parts. And one important thing about module B is that after module D, in the last cycle, that is May 2026, May 2025 examination, we have seen that maximum questions were asked from your module B. So take it very, very seriously because we are expecting that the same pattern will be uh, replicated by the IIBF in the November exam as well. So first question in front of you, which of the following statements best describes or reflects the evolution of economic thought from a focus on wealth to a broader consideration of welfare and the fundamental problem of scarcity? So you have to tell me that which of these four statements perfectly reflects the actual evolution of economic thought. As you know that we study three types of economics definition, all the three defining different things. The first one talks about the wealth definition, then you have the welfare definition, lastly you have the scarcity definition. So which of these four statements talk about these three definitions in the most apt manner? So A statement states economics has consistently defined itself as a study of wealth accumulation with little regard for social welfare or resource limitation. Now this is a wrong statement, right? Because it is not only about the wealth accumulation, but it is also about the social welfare as well as limited resources. So A statement is wrong. Early economic definitions centered on the wealth creation, that is correct. But later on, perspectives expanded to include the distribution of resources and the impact on human well being, that we have also seen, acknowledging the constraint of scarcity. So, scarcity is also there in the resources that we know. So, till now, B is the most apt or the best description. Next, we have the third option. The concept of scarcity has always been the primary focus of economics. No, it started off with the wealth definition. So C is also wrong. Economists initially prioritized social welfare. Subsequently, the theory shifted towards maximizing wealth at the expense of equitable distribution and resource management. No. So, first of all, wealth was there, then came social welfare, and after that, the scarcity was explained. So, the correct answer for this question will be option B. Okay. So, since I was attempting this question with the mindset that yes, I have to explain to my students, that's why I took more than 30 seconds for this question. But in actual exam, your target should be attempting such questions within 10 seconds. That should be your real objective. Next, we have which of the following statements accurately distinguishes between macroeconomics and microeconomics. So we know that macroeconomics plus microeconomics is known as the modern economics. Fine, the modern economics has both these components. And when we talk about the subject domain in macroeconomics, we talk about the broader economy. Fine, the broader aspects of the economy. Microeconomics has somewhat narrow aspects to study about the economy. So four statements are there. You have to tell me that which is the most accurate statement of pinpointing the difference between macro and microeconomics. So macroeconomics studies the individual consumer behavior and the firm decisions, while microeconomics examines the economy as a whole, including inflation and unemployment. So we know that macroeconomics is for studying the overall economy, including inflation and unemployment. And here it is written for the microeconomics. So it is the other way around. A is wrong. Microeconomics focuses on the aggregate performance of the economy, such as GDP, national income, while macroeconomics analyzes specific markets and individual economic agents. So individual economic agents are studied under the microeconomics. Again, this is a wrong statement. Macroeconomics deals with the broad economic phenomena like economic growth and monetary policy, whereas microeconomics studies the behavior of individual households and firms in specific markets. So that is the most appropriate, you can say, answer till now. That macroeconomics talks about the broader economic phenomena like the economic growth, monetary policy, the GDP numbers, what about the per capita income, whereas microeconomics talks about the behavior of the individual. Fine, that is the keyword, the narrower concept, the narrower aspect, as we were telling you, individual households and firms in the specific market. These statement states both macro and microeconomics study same economic phenomena, but macroeconomics uses more complex mathematical models, so it is not similar at all. So D is also wrong. Correct answer will be option C. C is the right answer. Next question, one you can say experimental question from our end, that IIBF may ask such type of questions where it is testing your concepts based on various types of economies. So identify each of the following statements as being true for a capitalist or market economy, which is represented by M, command or socialist economy represented by S, or for that matter mixed economy given by X. Fine. So which of the following will be the right answer here? You have to tell me that. So when you talk about the first statement, resources are allocated primarily through the price mechanism. So in which type of economy it is done? It is done in the capitalistic or the market economy. So this will be applicable for M. Fine. M will be represented here. The government owns and controls the means of production. So government is owning the means of production, commanding the means of production, being a socialist economy. So S will be here. Okay, this will be S. Private property rights are protected and competition is encouraged. You are encouraging the competition. Again, it will be what? Your market economy, because private property rights are protected. Government's interference is not there. The government plays significant role in regulating industries and providing the social services. So here you will say mixed economy. Okay, government has a specific role, not a, a role in which it is doing everything. Economic decisions are driven by pursuit of profit. Profit maximization is done under which economy? Capitalistic or market economy. So again, M will be here. The primary goal is to achieve social welfare and reduce the inequality. So for this particular statement, the primary goal when we talk about it will be the socialistic economy. Whenever we say that social welfare is the primary goal, okay, socialist or the command economy. So MSMXMS, that will be the right answer for this particular question. Okay, and fine. Here one quickly, let's just make one amendment here. It will be MX. Fine. Here it should be MX. Yes. Fine. So the right answer will be what? Option A. We have seen MSMXMS. That will be the right answer. Option A. So such kind of questions can be asked by the IIBF. And from this question, one thing is very clear. Whatever the structure of question is, whatever the overall you can say language of the question is, whatever howsoever IIBF wants you to answer the question, you will be able to answer correctly if you have your conceptual clarity. Okay. Prima facie, you might find this question overwhelming because there are six statements. Then what is this MS, MX, MS? But again, if you know that what do we mean by market or the capitalistic economy, what do we mean by socialistic or for that matter command economy, or what do we mean exactly by the mixed economy, it's a very simple question. Next question, economics as a study of wealth, wealth including man, and means to achieve the scarce wants are the three major definitions that everybody knows. Who were the proponent of these definitions respectively? Now this question has been directly asked in May 2025. And while we were practicing for the May examination, We have practiced this type of question also in the last exam cycle also, and the hit ratio was good. Direct question was asked in the actual exam as well. So when we talk about the study of wealth, it was given by Adam Smith. Okay. Wealth including man, Alfred Marshall was the proponent here, and means to achieve scarce resources. It was your Lionel Robbins. So the right answer will be Adam Smith, Alfred Marshall, and Robbins for the three definitions of economics. So C will be the right answer. Okay, C is the correct one. Next, you have one small case study based question. Chitra, a rising star in Mumbai's elite social circles, recently acquired a limited edition handbag from the renowned European designer. The bag, priced at rupees 50 lakhs, generated considerable attention among her peers. So, Chitra is known for her social circle as well as she has a very pricey bag, fine 50 lakh rupees. Just weeks later, the designer announced a price increase to 75 lakhs. Surprisingly, Chitra immediately purchased a second bag also, even when the price was hiked almost you can say 50%, fine, or not almost, exactly 50% was the price hike. This type of spending, which contravenes the law of demand, can be studied using which of the following economists' theory. So, law of demand states what? That whenever the prices rise, the demand becomes lower, and whenever the prices fall, the demand picks up. Okay, that is your law of demand in very simple terms. So, what is the exception to law of demand? We study that there are two types of exceptions. One, given goods, another is Veblen goods. So given goods are for the basic things, fine, the inferior goods. Veblen goods, on the other hand, they talk about the luxury items. And given goods was given by Robert Giffen. And when we talk about Thorstein Veblen, he gave the Veblen goods idea. So what will be the right answer here? It will be Thorstein Veblen because we are talking about the luxury items. We are seeing the contrast or the exception to the law of demand, and we have been asked the particular economist's name, which will be Thorstein Veblen. So A is the right answer here. Next, we have quantity demanded tends to fall as the price rises for two reasons. So there are primarily two reasons. Whenever we say that quantity demanded will be low whenever the price rises. Why? Because of two reasons. Which among the following are the two reasons for the same? So first reason will be that you actually have some substitute. Fine. It cannot happen that you do not have any substitute of vegetables and their price go up and you skip your meal. Okay, that's not how things work. Only if you have the alternate, only if you have the substitute of vegetable in the form of, let's suppose, lentils. You can eat lentils instead of vegetables which are now pricier. So that's why this substitution is the enabler for you in which you can reduce the quantity demanded for your vegetables till the prices are high. Second is to have your income levels under control. You need to switch to a lesser pricey situation. Like whenever we have the petroleum price rise, the car owners, they do what? They prefer the carpooling, or for that matter, they go with the public transport in order to have their income or the savings intact. Okay, so the two reasons will be substitution effect and your income effect, which is your option A. Substitution effect and income effect. Option A will be the right answer here. Next, we have a question based on the money supply. The Reserve Bank of India provides the following data as of the specific date in crores of INR. You have to calculate M1, M2, M3, and M4. What is the basic formula for M1, for M2, for M3, and for M4? So for M1, we have the currency with the public, plus you have to add the demand deposits plus other deposits with the RBI. In M2, you have what? Everything, fine, everything is there. And additionally, you will be adding the post office saving deposits. So post office saving deposits will be added. In M3, M1 is added to what? It will be added to your time deposits. Simply, the time deposits will be added, and we will get the M3, which is known as the ultimate money supply. Fine. This is known as the money supply in any economy. Next, we have M4. It includes M3 plus you have to add the post office total deposits. So the total deposits of the post office will be considered here. Fine. So how you can remember, in M2 and M4 we have the components of post office deposits. In M1, M3 we do not have any. M1 includes the demand deposit only. M3 includes demand as well as time deposits. Okay. So quickly tell me what will be the right answer. You only have to calculate. And I'm again saying to all the aspirants that you must use the calculator. Okay. No matter how easy the calculation looks, but in the exam situation you will be having some apprehensions while calculating on your own. Do not waste time. When the calculator is allowed in the exam, just keep it handy with you and try to calculate from that only. So the right answer for this question will be option A. Okay, so how you will be calculating? Just you simply have to add currency with the public, add this with the demand deposit with the banks and other deposits with the RBI. So here you see 45 lakh plus 20 lakh is what? 65 lakh. In 65 lakh, add your 60,000. It will give you what? 65 lakh 60,000 crore as M1. Now M2, how you will be calculating? Simply the M1, which is here 65 lakh 60,000 crore. In this you have to add the post office savings, right? So post office saving deposits, that is 5 lakh. Just add this 5 lakh here, 5 lakh crore. You will get 70 lakh 60,000 crore. After that, you have to calculate M3, which is nothing but M1 plus your term time deposit. So time deposit is 70 lakh. In this 70 lakh, you have to add your 65 lakh 60,000 crore. You will get 1 crore 35 lakh 60,000 crore as the M3 or the money supply. In M3, this is M3, right? You simply have to add the post office total deposits, that is 12 lakh crore, and you will get the final M4 as 1 crore 47 lakh 60,000 crore. Okay, so A is the right answer here. For your easy and quick revision, I have included this also, this table also, which you can refer for the formulas. So M1, M2, M3, and M4, very, very important table. You cannot skip the revision of this particular data. Okay. Always remember that what all components will be added, and highly important table. Why? Because the questions can be directly asked. Every year they are being asked, and we are expecting the same pattern this time as well. Next question, a commercial bank receives a new deposit of rupees 10,000. The RBI has set the required reserve ratio, that is CRR, at 5%. So the commercial bank receiving new deposit as 10,000 means that your initial deposit, the initial money which is being provided by the RBI stands at rupees 10,000. This is known as what? The reserve money or M naught. RBI has set the reserve ratio, the CRR, as 5%. So the reserve ratio will be what? 5%. And you have to calculate the total amount of money that can potentially be created by the banking system from this initial deposit. So you have to calculate what? The actual money which will be made out of the M naught. That is your M3, the money supply you have to calculate. We know two formulas for money multiplier. So money multiplier is nothing but M3 divided by M naught. That is your broad money divided by reserve money. Also, money multiplier has another formula, that is 1 divided by the reserve ratio. If you equate both these formulas, what you will get? M3 divided by M naught is equal to 1 divided by reserve ratio, right? And here you can see that the percentage sign is there, so we have to remove this percentage sign. How you can remove it? By dividing this with 100. So percentage sign will be removed. So this will become what? M3 is what we have to calculate, and M naught is given to be 10,000. So we will write like this: M3 divided by 10,000 is equal to 1 divided by 5 divided by 100, right? This 5 by 100, the reserve ratio, this one. Okay. So this will be what? 120, and this will go above, fine. This 1 divided by 1 divided by 20. It will be the reciprocal, ultimate reciprocal, which will be equal to 20. So in effect, we have M3 by 10,000 is equal to 20. So just simply write M3 divided by 10,000 is equal to 20. Now cross multiplication will be there. M3 will be equal to 20 multiplied by 10,000, and you will get the answer as M3 is equal to 2 lakh. Okay, yes, 2 lakh will be the right answer. Okay, so option A is the correct one here. Fine, A is the right answer. Fine, stepwise when you go, it is very easy to understand also and to revise as well. But as I told you in the earlier question also, here I am explaining it to my students. That's why I'm talking about each and every step. This kind of question should not take more than 10 seconds. That is the stipulated time period. A very easy question it is if you know the formula. Okay, so money multiplier, two formulas you must remember always. Broad money by the reserve money, M3 by M naught. Another formula is 1 divided by CRR, or the required reserve ratio. Simply you have to equate both these and you will get the answer as 2 lakh. Next, Indian economy has the following data for a given year. GDP is given as 20,000 billion rupees. Money supply is given as 5,000 billion. You have to calculate the velocity of money. So what is the formula for velocity of money? If you already know, it is a very easy question. Fine. Simply the nominal GDP divided by your money supply will give the answer as 4. That will be the velocity of money. So 20,000 billion divided by, you will get what? Nominal GDP divided by money supply, that is M. So nominal GDP is what? 20,000 billion divided by 5,000 billion. Okay, so this will get cancelled and you will have the answer as 4. 20 by 5, that is 4, which will be the velocity of money. That is why we say that whenever there is a formula based question in the IFS, you must attempt, because questions are pretty much simple. Okay, so the formula nominal GDP by money supply, you will get the answer as 4. Money velocity of money is 4. Next, you have calculate the GDP deflator in the economy where real GDP is rupees 200 crore, nominal GDP is rupees 400 crore. Now again, what is the formula for GDP deflator? The GDP deflator being one of the measure of inflation, its formula is nominal GDP divided by the real GDP. So simply stated, it will be 400 crore divided by 200 crore multiplied by 100. Fine. So this will come out to be what? This will be okay. So 200% will be the right answer. Fine. 200 will be the right answer because here the percentage sign was removed. So you can say 200% is the right answer. That is option B. Okay. Fine. So this was it for today's class. We will be doing the remaining questions in the next part. For all of you, if you have any kind of doubt, feel free to comment in the comment section. And if you want to know the maximum discounts on our courses right now, directly you can contact us on 0981 981 9247. All the best everybody for your exam.